Durham secured their first win of the LV County Championship season, beating Lancashire by just 27 runs, in spite of Joss Butler scoring his first 100 for his new county on an enthralling final day at the Emirates Durham International Cricket Ground. Lancashire started the final day needing 299 runs to beat their hosts, but the visitors got off to the worst possible start when Usman Khawaja nicked off to Chris Rushworth in the second over of the day. The Australian had top scored for Lancashire in the first innings with 86, but it was now down to the rest of the visiting batsmen to get them over the line. Ashwell Prince and Stephen Croft bedded in as they took the score to 74. Paul Coughlin has had a dream debut, having scored 85 with the bat and 3 for 42 with the ball in the first innings, and he now added the big wicket of Prince when he was snaffled trying to work to leg. That left Lancashire 266 runs away from their target with 4 men out. Durham then were in the box seat, but Croft and Butler came together and batted superbly. Croft came into this game off the back of an unbeaten 104 against Warwickshire, and despite getting just a single in the first innings here, he was showing his form, mixing a solid defence with some clean hitting. Butler moved to Lancashire to get more game time in the 4-day format behind the stumps, but he would have also been just as keen to get his first-class batting statistics to improve as well. He did offer a chance off the bowling of Ben Stokes when he went after one, but generally the England man played a sensible innings, waiting for the bad ball, and when that arrived he gave it the treatment. This shot saw Scott Borthwick go the distance. Croft was first to his 50. He'd played nicely too, hitting 7 fours to get to his mark in the 42nd over with a score on 153 for 4, still needing 187 runs to win. Lancashire still had belief that they could chase down this tough target. After lunch, Butler was also raising his bat after he'd reached his 50 off nearly a run a ball. Both batsmen would have been pleased with their work as they'd gone past the 200 mark and taken their partnership to 129 to put Lancashire back into a position from where they could win this game, one which has ebbed and flowed throughout. However, with a score on 203, Croft on 72 made off 99 balls took on Stokes, only to find Gordon Mutcher in the deep. A lot now rested on Butler's shoulders. But that wicket didn't seem to affect the wicket-keeper. He carried on playing his shots, and together with Tom Smith he went along nicely again. Both men picked off the bad ball when they could to take the runs required down to double figures. Smith has, of course, had a great season with both bat and ball, and Durham would have got the feeling that if they could get one of these batsmen out, they'd be back in the driving seat. But the pressure was building on the home side to make something happen. And that something came from John Hastings. Paul Collingwood brought him back on in the 66th over, and the Aussie delivered with his 4th ball to have Smith caught in the gully by Borthwick. There were still plenty of overs left in the day, but with wickets falling, Lancashire needed Butler to stay in there and guide the tail. He kept playing his shots while Glenn Chappell also contributed, although not always as elegantly as the England man. With 72 runs required now, it was Stokes who came to the party to have Chappell caught behind, going after a short and wide delivery. The difference in the reactions told the story. Kyle Hogg is better than your average tail-ender, but he'd had no answer to Hastings, who picked up his second wicket with a score on 269. 2 wickets now remained, and 71 runs were still required. So it was going to take something special for Lancashire to win from here, but Kabir Ali rode his luck. This top edge went for 6, and with Butler still there and playing well, these two were able to chip away at the target to bring the runs required down to just 31. Now it was anybody's game again. The nerves on both sides were starting to kick in, but once again it was Hastings who swung the game back into Durham's favour. He had Ali caught at short leg for a very good 26, ending a vital partnership on 40. Still needing 31, Butler got to his maiden 100 for the county off 131 balls, but Simon Kerrigan couldn't stay with him as he was struck in front by Rushworth to give the bowler figures of 4 for 45 and Durham the victory. Butler ended on 100 not out, but his efforts weren't enough to prevent Durham securing their first win of the championship season. The home side picked up 22 points but stayed third from bottom, 1 place and 15 points above Lancashire, who collected 5 points here. They'll be looking to get back to winning ways when they host Northamptonshire next Sunday. For Durham, they entertain Sussex, also starting on Sunday.